Hi there. It's June 14th and time for Proverbs 14. So, more great Proverbs today, okay? In the middle of it. Verse 1, the wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears it down. There's a note over here in our Geneva Bible. That is, taketh pain to profit her family, and to do that which concerneth her duty in her house. Yeah, men can do this too, but women can do it too, right? Get tear down a home. 2, whoever fears the Lord walks uprightly, but those who despise him are devious in their ways. That's going on today, isn't it? A lot of people that despise the Lord. Whoever fears the Lord walks uprightly, right? 3, a fool's mouth lashes out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. Right? How is that? By keeping your mouth shut most of the time, right? Just keep your mouth shut. 4, where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox comes abundant harvests. You need your tools to do your work, right? Not tools, you don't get any work done. You don't eat. 5, an honest witness does not deceive, but a false witness pours out lies. Right. A lot of that going on, too. Seems we're in the final days, you would think, huh? 6, the mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning, right? Discerning, knowing right from wrong, right? To him that will understand. 7, stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips, right? All this stuff that's going on today, stay away from it. You won't find any wisdom there. You won't find any knowledge there. 8, the wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Folly of fools is deception. Deceit. Deception is a long word for deceit. Right? Wisdom. Let's highlight that just for. Of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, to understand his way. Right? That's important. 9, fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Making amends for sin. There, among the righteous, there is favor. Right and righteous, that's similar terms, right? Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. Right? True statement. Nobody can know exactly how you feel, okay, except God. Everybody was raised in different circumstances. We are all unique individuals, right, with our own thoughts, cares. You can't know. I mean, if the same exact thing happened to you that happens to somebody else, they're going to feel different. I mean, you could empathize with them, but you can't feel exactly how they feel, in bitterness or in joy, right? 11, the house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. Righteous over here. The righteous. Tabernacle of the righteous shall flourish. Castles will be torn down, but our small homes will stand, right? 12, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end, it leads to death. Supposed to follow God, right? Not man, not yourself, not anybody else. Follow God. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. Okay. Now that's yellow because that one kind of goes with this one up here. Right? Every heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. Even in laughter, the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. Right? 14, the faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good rewarded for theirs. Right? We will all get what we deserve. 15, the simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. Okay. A lot of stuff going on right now because the simple believe anything people tell them. Right? When you're prudent, righteous, wise, discerning, I wonder myself, how can people actually believe this stuff? It's just so outlandish, and they're marching for it and believing it, and it's just crazy. Right? 16, the wise fear the Lord and shun evil. But a fool is hot-headed and yet feels secure. Right? These guys that want to... Fear the Lord and shun evil. That's what we do, right? Depart from evil. Shun evil. Who rageth and is careless. 17, a quick-tempered person does foolish things, and the one who devises evil schemes is hated. Quick-tempered person does foolish things. You could pop off the handle, right? You're supposed to wait, and we'll talk about that. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Right? Prudent are crowned with knowledge. How do you be prudent? You read the Bible over and over again. Okay? Evildoers will bow down in the presence of the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. Right. Another here. If this come not daily to pass, we must consider that it is because of our sins which let God's working. That one. Evildoers will bow down in the presence of the good. Someday. 20. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Their money has many friends, right? People want something. They want to be like you, or they want what you have. It is a sin to despise one's neighbor, but blessed is the one who is kind to the needy. Yeah, there you go. Let's go together, don't they? The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. It's a sin to despise one's neighbor. Mm-hmm. Blessed is the one who is kind to the needy, not shunning your neighbors because they are poor. Right? 22. Do not those who plot evil go astray, but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. Right? Those who plot evil always go astray the wrong way, right? 23. All work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. There's some people who just talk about stuff and never actually do anything. The dreamers and schemers and ends of the earth and stuff like that. Work. All hard work brings profit. Never look down on anybody, because no matter what job they're doing, if they are working, they are to be respected. Okay? 24. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but folly of fools yields folly. The foolishness of fools yields foolishness. The wealth of the wise is their crown. The crown of the wise is their riches. If you're wise, if you seek wisdom, right, especially biblical wisdom from Proverbs, Right? God will take care of everything else. Okay, you'll have everything you need, right? By seeking wisdom. Right? That'll be your ground. 25. Truthful witness saves lives. I'm going to highlight that. Truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is deceitful. Right? Can't say it much plainer than that, can you? 26. Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be a refuge. Right? Fears the Lord. Right? Whoever fears the Lord, follows the Lord, loves the Lord, has a secure fortress. Okay? Can't do anything to you. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. Be your secure fortress. Right? 28. A large population is a king's glory, but without subjects, a prince is ruined. Right? Strength of the king standeth in many people. Right? You're only king if everybody follows you. If nobody follows you, you are nothing. Right? 29. Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays foolishness or foolishness, folly. And you want to be patient. It's not easy, but part of learning patience is learning Proverbs, okay? And learning the Bible. Right? Most of the heroes in the Old Testament had to wait many, many years, okay? Okay? Joseph had to wait 40 years. Right? Moses had to wait like 40 years. And we're mad because our, God, I need this. Do this for me. And, he says, okay, you might have to wait. Okay. Waiting, do what waiters do, serve. Okay. It's not just waiting with your arms crossed. It's waiting as a waiter, right? Serves. You'd be surprised how quick the time goes. 30. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. So some say jealousy. Okay. These both say envy. Jealousy and envy are similar. Okay. I mean, jealousy is more of being betrayed by somebody you trusted, but envy is, I want something somebody else has. I want his blessings. It's the bones. 31. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. Right? There's people that look down on poor, the needy, kick them when they're down. Whoever is kind to them honors God. You show contempt for God himself when you show contempt for these people. Okay? 32. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death, the righteous seek refuge in God. I highlighted that because it doesn't say if calamity, it says when calamity comes. Everybody at some point in their life will experience calamity. Okay, it happens. Okay, the wicked will be brought down, but even in death, the righteous seek refuge in God. Okay, happens. 33. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. Fair enough for that. In the midst of fools, or as much as they are convicted thereby and put to silence. Wisdom reposes or rests in the heart of the discerning. Knowing discerning, knowing good from bad, right from wrong. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns any people. And 35. A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant arouses his fury. Okay, not a lot of righteous ones in here. We'll just go over the highlights here. Highlight a lot. Whoever fears the Lord walks uprightly, but those who despise him are devious in their ways. And just look what's going on today, right? You can pretty much see this verse coming to life, right? And 4, where there are no oxen, the manger is empty. From the strength of an ox comes an abundant harvest. Right? You drive by auto repair shops, okay? Good analogy. Clean, sparkling, no broken cars. All the tools are put away. The floors are shiny, right? And some say the manger is clean, right? There's no business there, okay? Yeah. You want to take your car to a place that has broken cars, right? The shop is dirty. Why is the shop dirty? The tools are laying around because they're so busy fixing cars, right? Having their abundant harvest that they don't have time to clean floors and wash windows and, shine tools. They're busy using them. Yeah? Same with the barbershop, okay? If a barbershop is clean and spotless and no hair anywhere, he doesn't have much business. If a barbershop has hair laying all over the floor and he doesn't have time to sweep it, he's really good at what he does and he's making money. Right? You can tell by looking. Okay? Okay, 7 is highlighted. Stay away from a fool. You will not find knowledge on their lips. Right? Don't try to change fools, okay? These people carrying signs, they are fools. Many are paid, which makes them even more fools. They're just blindly doing what somebody tells them to do. Okay, for money. Their God, which is money. And they don't care who they hurt. Right? Stay away from these people. You won't get any knowledge there. Okay? You just won't. 8, the wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways. To understand his ways. The wisdom of the prudent. Right? Give thought to your ways. Always think before you do stuff. Get advice. Okay? 10 and 13. You read those together and it makes more sense. Each heart knows its own bitterness and no one else can share its joy. Even in laughter the heart may ache and rejoicing may end in grief. Everybody on earth is an individual person. They've all had different things. I mean, you could be, hey, I have a brother 10 months younger than me. We were raised in the same house, given the same thing, did the same things growing up. Okay? We are two very, very different people. Okay? I went in one direction and he went in another direction. Okay? You don't know somebody else's, each heart knows its own bitterness. Nobody else knows it. Okay? You can let God in and he can see it and he will help you. No one knows your bitterness. No one knows your joy. They don't know exactly how you feel. Okay? Even in laughter, your heart may be aching inside. So, right. 17 is highlighted. A quick-tempered person does foolish things. And the one who devises evil schemes is hated. Right? And they're finally looking into the people who are devising these evil schemes, right? If you see a protest where the signs are printed and there's 1,000 people carrying the same sign, they didn't devise that scheme. Some person devised that scheme, had all those printed, right? That's the person, right? That's the person that needs to be hated. Okay? A quick-tempered person does foolish things, right? People are quick-tempered, you lash out. You pray for patience. God won't give you patience. He will teach you how to be patient. How? By waiting. Okay? If you say, Lord, give me patience, he's going to say, okay, hold on. Okay? He's going to stop there. 20. The poor are... We're going to put these together just because they belong together. Right? The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. It is a sin to despise one's neighbor, but blessed is the one who is kind to the needy. Okay? You want to be the neighbor that shuns the poor neighbors, right? Blessed is one who is kind to the needy. It's a sin. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors. That is a sin. It says right there. It's a sin. Okay? 22 is highlighted. And not those who plot evil go astray, but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. Going on now too, right? Right? Do not those who plot evil go astray. Yes, they do. 23, all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Right? All hard work. In all labor there is abundance. The talk of the lips bringeth only want. Right? Don't talk. Work. Right? 24 is highlighted. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields folly. Okay? Wealth of the wise is their crown. Crown of the wise is their riches. Okay. It says all over Proverbs, if you seek wisdom, right, which is Jesus, okay? In the beginning, the first 9 chapters, it tells you this. If you seek wisdom, right, it says riches and honor will follow, okay? You will have everything you need. And if you have more than you need, you're supposed to give that to somebody else who is in need, right? And God will keep giving you more than you need as long as you keep giving it to the poor, the needy. For the rise is a crown. Right? Have you ever seen somebody in church and they are so blessed, they get so many blessings and so much stuff? Those are the ones that are giving, right? Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be a refuge. Fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. Fear the Lord. To fear the Lord means to be afraid to disappoint him, all right? Follow him in his ways, Jesus. That's fear of the Lord, okay? And it is also a fountain of life. 29 is highlighted. Whoever is patient has great understanding. The one who is quick-tempered displays folly or foolishness. Right? We're talking about that up here where it says, the wealth of the wise is their crown. Whoever is patient has great understanding. Okay? Wait on the Lord. Be patient. If you're not patient, he's teaching you patience, okay? By forcing you to wait. Okay? Patiently. Serve. Do stuff while you're waiting, okay? Waiting like a waiter to serve. Okay? Waiters don't stand around. They wouldn't make any money if they were just standing around with their arms folded while I'm waiting. No. Waiting means to wait. Like you would wait on a table. You would serve somebody. If you are serving, the time will pass quicker, right? Peace gives faith, life to the body, but envy rots the bones. People wasting their life wanting what somebody else has, not being thankful for what they have, right? Okay. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker. Right? It goes with these up here, right? The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Right? It's a sin to despise one's neighbor. Right? Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, the one who made them, God. Okay? Whoever is kind to the needy honors God. All this kind of ties in together. Okay, 32. The word when. Okay. In most places in the Bible, it says when calamity comes, right? No weapons formed against you shall prosper. Doesn't say they won't be formed. They will be formed against you. It just says that they won't work. Okay. When calamity comes. If you're a Christian and you're following God and fearing the Lord and you have Jesus in your heart and the Holy Spirit is directing you, you're going to have trouble on earth, okay? Because the earth is ruled by Satan right now. Okay? Calamity will come. But it won't work on you, right? And 34, righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns any people. It's hard to get a whole nation to be righteous when Satan rules the world, right? So there you go. That's Proverbs 14. Lots of good stuff in there. We'll just keep doing that. Stay tuned later. We are on day 165, I think. We are beginning the book of Acts. Okay, yesterday we finished John, the last of the 4 Gospels in the Bible. Okay, I would do that again. I've done that many times. I love reading the Gospels. Okay, now we are going to read Acts and follow the apostles on their historical journey. So we'll do that. Stay tuned for that later. Give us a like if you think about it. And we'll continue this again tomorrow. See ya.